What's up guys, my name is Your Heroes and welcome back to more Gatesville, and especially welcome to the newest DLC added to the game, which is called Call Terms Gatesville, the support pack. Now as you know, recently in the news update of the development diary that Gatesville released two new DLCs coming to Gatesville, one of them being the Jubilee DLC, which I've already talked about in my previous videos, and then this new one, or as well as the Jubilee DLC, called the support pack. Now what is the support pack? Is it an in-game addition or is it something else? And basically, is it a good thing that you should buy, or is it basically recommended for you to buy? And if you want to find that all out, make sure you stay tuned to this video, subscribe if you're new, and let's find out what this support pack is all about. Now, as you know, in the support pack, Gatesville mentioned in their development diary that this support pack is not an in-game addition. That is what the Jubilee DLC was for. That is a free update where you could get missions and new units, and I've already played one of the new missions, which you haven't checked out, then make sure you go check it out in the description down below. But the support pack is all about the art book, the kind of like the additions on the outside of the game. So kind of like, as I said, the art book and kind of the documentary about Gatesville, basically the whole story history of Gatesville, kind of how it happened, what's the build up to it, how Barware Studios kind of came together as kind of a studio development, and basically everything along those lines. But if you really want to know what's really in this kind of detail, or what this kind of DLC is about, it's basically it's for the hardcore community members that want to go above and beyond the regular in support of Call Terms Gatesville. The support pack offers a chance to stand out in our community as a loyal supporter with special accents to your profile in the game, and in the game, and outstanding contributor. So basically, I know it says it's out of game content, but there is things actually in the game that does add to the game, not specifically missions or units, but kind of like stuff added to kind of like your badge inside the game, which I will show you in a second because it is very cool. Kind of goes on to say that the optional support pack is for those who want to go the extra mile for Call Terms Gatesville. It says, while the base game already offers a full experience and continues to receive updates, this edition, sorry, I forgot to zoom in. This edition is a way for passionate players to help us push the franchise even further. Your support directly helps us invest in long-term improvements like upgrading the engine, overcoming technical hurdles, and bringing long-requested features to life. But they do say you don't need to buy this to enjoy the game, but if you choose to, you're helping shape its future, and for that we are incredibly grateful. And it says, at this time, this DLC allows our most generous supporters to stand out and be recognised for their incredible contribution. The support pack does not bring any game content, so just to make that clear, no game content, to ensure that there is no paywall on any of it. Instead, as a thank you, we decided to bring a free DLC together that offers right down memory lane with something new on the side. It's the Jubilee DLC. It's to celebrate the 10 years we've been working on the game. Go check it out and download the free content, which we've already discussed. But what is in specifically this DLC? So we kind of know what this DLC, what this kind of content's about, but what is actually included in this content. So the support pack items include a customized appearance on the player's profile with a unique color. They spelled that wrong. Especially, I think that's the American spelling. There's a COLOUR, and that's come from dyslexic person, so I'm just naming out. And an avatar ribbon, which I will show you. A support pack badging in the game interface. The official Call Terms Gatesville art guide. And then the Gatesville the first decade, a 25-minute documentary detailing our history with the personal testament of some of the team's members' involvement. It outlines the origins of the project and the people that made it into what it is today, one of the most played World War II themed RTT/RTS worldwide, from the project's conception in 2015 to the release in 2021 and beyond. And also an exclusive window theme with cursors, backgrounds, artwork, and images of the game to make your whole desktop experience to be tuned in the art of the game. And also, and it shows you at the very bottom here now, this is something very crucial when you do buy this DLC, is that it shows you if you do want to access kind of, or where to find kind of the documentary, the kind of the Windows themed documentary art book, it shows you a wee place where it shows a wee video of where you can find it, and I'm going to show you right now. So it is, basically, if you go into Steam, hover over manage, clicking on the browse local files and opening the folder called support pack, there you'll find all the files. And actually I already have it up, but what I will do is I'll walk through it with you right now. So what you want to do is go to your Steam, and once you're on Call to Arms Gatesville, you right click, go to manage, and then go to browse local files. And here I'll come up with this, and then you go to support pack at the bottom, and as you can see here, you have now the Windows theme, the Call to Arms art book, and the documentary. Now I will, the documentary is 25 minutes long, as you say, so I might put that as a separate video, but what I can show you right now is actually the art book, which they have shown you right here. So this is basically an absolute masterpiece of a thing, and I would never expect a game like this to do it. Basically, this shows you kind of the history, kind of down memory lane of how kind of all started of Gatesville, kind of what went through developments, you know, for the content wise, for, you know, chapter 1 for Origins. So it shows you about the free world, about, you know, message to the players. There's chapter 1 Origins, which shows the definitions of style. Chapter 2 is the story of World War II, which is passion for history about this game. And then chapter 3 shows level design, which shows how it's all made. And then chapter 4 is about the evolution, which shows the past and the present. Now, if you want to read this for yourself, then I will leave this in the link down below, or well, I can't really leave it in a link down below because it is based on the files, you know, in your files. So what I'll do is, if you want to go back and watch the wee step I did there on how you get to this art book, then make sure you go back. But basically, as you can see, it's showing a whole lot of histories and pictures at a memory lane. It shows from all the way back in early 2018 to all the way to nowadays to 2025. It shows the incredible amount of work that, I mean, you can even see here about the amount of detail that even goes into making the uniforms. You can see this actually, that actually there looks like Japanese, or sorry, like the Japanese helmets that they are, the hats that you get for winter, but it's called Winter Bunigvika. Okay, maybe it's Russian, never mind, I was completely making that. But it shows the amount of detail that borrowers should have gone into making uniforms, right down to kind of the mask, you know, and right down to the very detail of kind of putting a mask over their face, you know, for winter, as well as the tanks for the tracks, everything, all down to small, down to also kind of like tank destroyers, armored cars, AT guns, artillery pieces, everything. This is how it shows how it's all done. So if you want to have a look at this, then you're more than free to do this, but I will maybe leave that, because this, if I go over it, then it'll make this video will be over an hour, which I don't want it to be. So hopefully you guys understand the amount of work and the hard dedication that Gatesville put into this game, or Borrower Studios, because they absolutely deserve my support, and I'm more than happy to pay for something like this. But we'll discuss that maybe in the end, whether it's actually worth, you know, worth the pay. But also, if you go to the file, so you can see that you got the documentary, which is a 23-minute video. So if you want to click that, then please do. But also, something that I have done, which I didn't even know, is that when you go to Windows themes and you go to backgrounds, it will actually show you. So here's some pictures here that I will show you. So this is stuff that you can actually use for your desktop background. So this is actually, I've used this picture as my desktop background. I will show you right now. As you can see, so I had it as like a car, one of my favorite dream cars, but I've changed it now to a kind of a background of the, you know, of the game. And I'm happy to keep it like this because it's very cool. But you can choose any one you want from Carentan, this picture here. Also, you can choose a picture even of a KV-1 if you really want to, or you can do one from the Sherman Forest, which is really cool one, or you can do it from Normandy as well, you know, with that looks like a flak AT, or possibly the American one. You can use the original Gates of Hell, you know, background here, which is very good for thumbnails, so thank you. And you can even go to maybe one of the new kind of missions, which is part of the Jubilee DLC, which is kind of the Navy kind of one here. I mean, there's so much customization you can do for this. And also, I believe the mouse cursor is actually now the same. If you see my mouse cursor, it's very hard to see, but it's actually now the same as it is in Call to Arms Gatesfell. So your mouse cursor changes as well, which is so cool to see as well. I absolutely love that. And lastly, I think the one I'll show you is about the badge you can get for in the game, which I'll show you now. Okay guys, so I have to admit, before I actually didn't know how to change the avatar, but I found a way, and it's not in the game, it's actually in your profile on Steam. So the way you have to do that is you kind of have to go on to kind of your account here and kind of go onto your avatar, and then once you press edit profile, you can see that your avatars are now here. Now the one for Call to Arms Gatesfell are all here, so you can kind of get 2 German soldiers and 3 Soviet soldiers for your avatar. Now I've not found anything else about colors or ribbons. Now if you guys do know about that, then let me know in the comments, because I cannot find that. So if you've managed to change kind of like your actual kind of background of it, then let me know in the comments down below, because I have not found anything else. The only one I've got is the pursuit. Actually, I think this is it here. Yes, the IL-2 or battle start. I don't know if that's it. If the pursuit IL-2 Sturmenvic, I don't think that's it. No, I don't think that's it. If anybody knows about kind of the ribbons or the colors, then let me know. But I have found the avatars that you can choose right here. I don't know why you would choose this. Guy's a bit creepy, but definitely not him. He looks a bit old and serious, to be honest. But yeah, if you want to do that, then that is another thing you can change in your avatar. So there you go, guys. That is kind of the update or the DLC for the support pack Call to Arms Gatesfell. Now the main question is that we've kind of come to the conclusion: is it worth the money? It is currently on sale for British pounds for £16.99, I think it is, or £15.99. If you're kind of looking for, now don't be deceived, do not be thinking that once you've paid £16 or whatever it is that you're going to get in-game content. You're not. The things you'll get is kind of like the background thing, the background change for desktops, art books, kind of the documentary Gatesfell art books. Do not be fooled into thinking you're getting in-game content, because you're not. So the important thing is that when you take away is that you're supporting Gatesfell through kind of making better stuff for Gatesfell. So all the funds that you when you buy this pack, is that all the funds that when you pay them, it's going to improve the game for the future, and I'm definitely supporting that 100%. I think actually £16 is a bit steep, as in it is a wee bit expensive, but I do understand why they're doing it, because, you know, they're trying to improve the game as much as possible, basically make it future proof for the future within the name itself. So is it worth £16? If you're specifically looking for in-game content, absolutely not. Go for the other DLCs. But if you're purely just wanting to support within the name support pack, so you're supporting Barbara Studios to help this game in the future, and absolutely, if you kind of want to watch the 25-minute kind of documentary video on kind of how the whole game is kind of made and the history behind it, then go for it. I want to have a look at the art book, then absolutely go for it. You know, and absolutely that I will definitely be looking at possibly tonight, or even the next couple of days. I'll just kind of be reading through, because it's such a nice kind of way to show us, the community, what they've kind of been going through, what's the process of kind of making uniforms or tanks or missions. It's all so worth it. Maybe I would probably sell it for maybe £12, maybe £10, so that's maybe about 13-14 euros. But overall, I think this is a lovely way just to say, as much as the other Jubilee DLC was a way to say thank you, I feel like this is another way just say thank you as well, just for showing us, the community, you know, the things that you're sharing with us, you know, how the process is done, the history behind it, and I can't thank Gatesfell enough for it. So, you know what, if you guys want to support this, then I will leave the Steam page for the Call to Arms Gatesfell support pack DLC in the link down below, so you can do it. You can pay for it if you want, but I think this is an absolutely thing that I would 100% support, and I would 100% buy, but only do it if you've been kind of like a committed player for so many years. If you're a new player and you still feel like you want to do it, you can, but I would still maybe consider playing the game for a bit first, buying the other DLCs, see whether you like it or not, and if you do, then go for the support pack, and if you don't like it, then maybe it's not such a good idea. But if you purely want to do it based on the support that you're getting for Gatesfell, then 100% go for it. But other than that, guys, it is just such a good way just to let us know about what Gatesfell are doing for the future, but also what they've done in the past, to let us know how much improvement they've made from 2015 to 2025 to the present. So there you go, guys. That is the support pack DLC for Cotham's Gatesfell. If you want to see more kind of news content update like this, then make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and as I said, I will leave this kind of store page for you down below. It is £16, £16.99, but if you kind of want to get buy the edition, which gives you everything, it's £57, as it is a summer sale just now, so get it while you can. Or if you just want to get the support pack and just Gatesfell itself, then it will be £23, which I think is not too bad, considering that the support pack DLC itself is £17. So guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching and all your support, and I will see you in the next video. See you later, and goodbye.